So Kristian, we're here at
Hello.
Wales Comic Con. How are you enjoying it today?
It's actually my first time in Wales. I've only seen the inside of a hotel and the university, but it's the people here, they're super nice as usual. I've never had any problem with convention crowds. People are so interested in the show and your character and super respectful, and I love convention. This is actually a really good one.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Everyone's enjoying you being here as well. Tell us, we're now on season 3 of Game of Thrones. It's going sky high in the ratings, even higher than it was before.
Yeah. What
are you enjoying about this season compared to the previous ones, and how has it compared filming-wise for you?
Well, it's sort of been interesting to me how, obviously you say the ratings have got higher and stuff. I think seeing how it's climbed in popularity in the UK and other countries outside the US has been really interesting for me, because obviously it's absolutely massive now. Dany's storyline, episode 4, was fantastic. I think a lot of people have thought it was the best episode yet. She really kicked ass.
She did.
So yeah, I got goosebumps.
There's some great stuff with you and Bran and Osha, and you got in your merry gang now. You also have Thomas Brodie Sangster and Ellie Kendrick, don't you? What it's been like filming with those guys, welcoming into new people to the show and to your gang?
Well, obviously we've worked with Natalia and Art and obviously Isaac with me. We've worked together since day one, but it's been nice to have a new dynamic. And obviously Thomas is an immensely experienced actor. He's been in Love Actually. He's a legend, and also Ellie. We all get on really well. I'm not just saying that. It's like a nice little tight-knit group already, even after one season. So I'm looking forward to what the future will bring. I don't want to say, but
it's very cryptic at the moment with Thomas's character, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, he's definitely an enigma. But it really brings the sort of mystical, magical aspect into our group.
And there's a bit of magic already. It's been going on a while, hasn't it? And getting stronger with Bran, I think. You know, that whole kind of warg experience that he's going through. How are you finding that storyline? Where do you think it will be taken? Well,
that for me was something I was looking forward to big time. It's going to open up a whole new path, acting-wise. You know, it depends in season 4 how they want to portray it, but even the scenes we've done involving warging, they're a lot of fun. It's a whole new different emotion for Hodor. He's not the calm, gentle soul. It's something completely different.
Are you enjoying playing that? Have you been enjoying playing that then?
Yeah, I love Hodor. He's my mate. No, I'm not schizophrenic. I think he's a great character. Obviously there's the old joke of have you learnt your lines and stuff, but you know, there's so much more to it than that, and it's a challenge, you know, how to convey so many emotions and so little dialogue. So I love it.
And filming-wise, location-wise, where have you been this season so far?
Well, it's all been within a 30-mile radius of my house.
Perfect!
Yeah, well, no, I want to go somewhere glamorous. But, no.
You can't just roll out of bed, though.
yeah, that is the benefit. I don't have to stay in hotels. But no, nowhere glamorous as yet. Who knows for next season? Who knows?
So we definitely going to be seeing more Hodor, do you think, in season 4?
Yes, Hodor is still around. I know technically we're not really in the book very much for next season, but I think how they've done it, we'll still be very much in it. I don't think they'll drop the characters out. But so I'm looking forward to getting started. It'll be nice to see everybody again. Yeah.
He's such a lovable character, you say. I mean, how do you think you'd fare though in Hodor's world? Because he's such a lovely guy, but in such a horrible world in a way, isn't he?
There have been a couple of times I definitely would have, if it was me, I would have grabbed Theon by the throat when he was taking over Winterfell. But yeah, I sort of felt that he should have done something then. But yeah, I don't think I would fare very well in Westeros, to be honest. I think I'm too much of a soft touch. You need to be more ruthless.
You do, don't you? What do you think it takes to thrive in the Game of Thrones world? You say you need to be ruthless for a start.
Yeah, loyalty is bad. You need to be selfish. You need to have a huge agenda. You probably sleep with a family member. Yeah, I don't know. There's all sorts of horrible crimes you need to commit to be a citizen of Westeros.
Yeah, all of the above and more, no doubt.
Yeah, very much so.
How do you think, you said how you'd fare, you think, in Hodor's world, but how do you think if we transported Hodor into the modern day 2013, what do you think he'd be doing?
Probably be an interviewer. No, I'm not joking. No, what would he do? He might be Prime Minister. There's been worse. I don't know. A politician. He probably talks as much sense as I do. So.
I know you had aspirations last time we spoke to you. One day, you know, maybe I could be on the Iron Throne.
Oh yeah, that's a given. That's a given. I think he'd be a great leader.
Definitely. So,
yeah.
You know, he'd definitely be Prime Minister therefore, don't you think? I mean,
Prime Minister of Westeros.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No. I can see it now.
Yeah. If he survives, who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
If you did have to get the chop in Game of Thrones, obviously we hope you don't.
Yeah, too right.
So it goes without saying. But how would you like to meet your maker?
I would like it to be in like an act of bravery, maybe protecting Bran, something a tear-jerking moment where he sort of steps out of his meek and mild. He sort of steps up and does his duty, and something awful happens. But I have a feeling something more will happen. I have a feeling Hodor, it's just my feeling. Like, don't quote me on this, readers or watchers. I have a feeling that something else will happen in Hodor. So I have a feeling that something will change.
Do you think we'll see any of Hodor, because it's kind of conspiracy theories, aren't there, with like is it Caglian? There's so many of them. And we talked to me about like last time. But do you think we might ever see them? You know, the Sandor and the Mountain and Hodor facing off at any point?
Gregor. Well, I have him. He's sitting there. I would totally have him. So we haven't arm wrestled or anything, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can take him.
Yeah, take it. Yeah, excellent. I'm loving this. Yeah, I think it should definitely be written in if it isn't already.
yeah. Well, we're not going to do a live arm wrestle, but yeah.
Well, maybe like, you know, if you're not going to do it now, maybe just petition George Martin for it.
Yeah, well, I don't think arm wrestling would be bloodthirsty enough for George. No, it'll be.
What are the favourite deaths you've seen on the show so far?
It has to be the one with the rat in the bucket. Yeah, like, who thinks? Do they think George is twisted?
It turns your stomach over when you see it and thinking about it.
It's like, no, they're not going to do that, but yeah, they do.
But they did.
Yeah.
They did. If you had to be any other character apart from Hodor, who would it be?
Varys.
Would it?
Yeah, I love Varys, yeah.
He's a great character, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he could do any better job than Conleth because he's amazing, but it's a fantastic character.
And that whole sorcerer storyline that we've seen come up with him, you know, the kind of bringing...
Yeah, he's definitely a complicated and interesting chap.
He really is.
Yeah.
There's more complication and more interest behind the character of Hodor to come out?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I definitely think there is, because no one really knows who he is, why he is the way he is, why he's so tall. He looks different to everybody else around him.
Just a bit.
So, yeah. So, it'll be interesting if that comes out. I hope it does.
Has there been any kind of skills that you've had to pick up while you've been working on Game of Thrones? I know it was your first kind of big job, wasn't it, going on there? So.
Well, there's carrying, complaining. I complain a lot.
Well, and you know, Bran's getting bigger, isn't it?
Sitting down. That's one. Shirking work. Yeah, Bran's like 29 foot tall now.
I know.
So
at least.
yeah, at least 29 feet. But we have the cart.
But you do.
Yeah. So.
Has that been a lifesaver for your back?
Yes and no. You know, it's weird. Actually, the cart is more difficult to push.
Is it?
Yeah, but you know, I can do it. I'm a donkey.
But you had a bit of an oh my god moment for your audition, didn't you? Oh, sorry, not your audition, but your scene where Bran is by the lake in the Godswood with Osha. That's a little bit of a oh my god moment, wasn't it? How did you prepare yourself for that?
Imagine how I felt. that was an oh my god moment for me as well. There's a certain unique feeling waiting in a bush, knowing that there's 160 people with cameras, and you have to sort of wander out, buck naked, amongst them. Yeah, it's not something I ever planned to do when I was a kid. You know.
Yeah, on my wish list of things to do as an adult.
Yeah, I want to be a naked giant with a huge prosthetic penis strapped to me. So that's.
And then Osha's line is priceless.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's always the scene people quote. I don't think people can forget that readily. It's burned into their memories.
I think so. How do you psych yourself out when you're going to do something like that? And did they tell you when you auditioned that was on the cards?
Yeah. They said there's a nude scene. So we need you to be prepared to do that. And I sort of thought, yeah, well, this is Game of Thrones, so I'm not going to turn it down. So, yeah. Well, you know, on a serious note, I thought, you know, Westeros is full of people of all shapes and sizes, and that you don't have to be beach-bodied and bronze. I think it's important, you know, not everybody is like Jason Momoa. You know what I mean? And, you know, they deserve to be on TV. You don't have to be a certain typecast to be an actor. So I thought it was important in that respect.
It's a great show for that, isn't it? So many different types of people and characters in there.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that will open up the door for a more variety of people in Hollywood.
Talking about Hollywood, I know that although it's not in Hollywood, he's brought in Santa Fe. George R.R. Martin's actually brought a little cinema. Did you know?
I did not know that.
Well, information here. Just keep with us. Yeah. Well, what I was going to ask you was, do you think, or would you like to therefore see maybe Game of Thrones, the movie?
I don't know how that would work, to be honest. You know, I don't think it's going to lend itself to a movie, but maybe it depends how the final few books are written. There's all sorts of rumours and stuff, but I imagine it's going to stay with TV, but who knows? Don't quote me.
We love it as a TV show. I mean, it's great because it's so expansive, isn't it? That's what's great about the world.
Yeah, there's no way you could fit that into 2 hours.
I wanted to ask you also what being part of Game of Thrones has meant for you.
Well, it's changed my life, to be honest. In only positive ways. It's opened up doors which I never thought I would be able to open. You know what I mean? It's given me new confidence. I've made new friends. You know, all sorts of work opportunities. Met so many fantastic people. It's just been a dream come true, and it's continuing. It just continues and gets better and better, to be honest. So I'm very grateful for it.